The Juvenile Welfare Board of Pinellas County has been investing in children and families for over 80 years, understanding that while children are a small percentage of the current population, they are 100% of our future. I am happy to welcome in Michael G. Mikurak, or we'll call him Mike here. He's the interim CEO. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, let's talk about stepping into this role. A pivotal time, of course, critical time. What do you hope to bring to this role, whether it's your background, knowledge, of course, even programs you want to introduce?
Well, let's just start from the beginning. I grew up in New Jersey from a very low to middle class family. Actually, I grew up two blocks away from a maximum security prison. So you can imagine it wasn't the best part of the neighborhoods. But what it really allowed me to do is to really have opportunities to find pathways and to have people to help support me. I was able to take those pathways and build up really nice opportunities for my family, a really nice living for us as we moved from New Jersey to Florida.
And then being able to move down here, now you've been able to move into this role. What did you learn growing up like that? Because I think it's interesting to talk about your childhood and even some of the programs that you have launched, even as the interim CEO.
Well, you know, what you learn from your early life is the need to be able to communicate well and to meet people and to work closely with it. But what you really found out was that you needed to have people around you that could help guide you. It's not an educational piece. Education's a great thing to have, and we need to have it. But it's also that nurturing and development that comes from a family, from a neighborhood. You hear me talk about neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Neighborhood is a concept that I've been working on, and I've introduced it to JWB. And the neighborhood is bringing people together, both public and private partnerships, coming together along with communities to create an environment that allows a child to learn, to grow, to develop, and also potentially lead into job opportunities for the future. If you look around Pinellas County in general, there are pockets of huge areas of manufacturing, retail, car dealerships, and others that are all looking for employees coming out. Shouldn't we now start thinking about kids being able to be developed, grow, have an opportunity to learn, to become who they really want to be in the future? That's the whole concept. That's the neighborhood. That's how I grew up. That's what we created.
And, you know, I want to talk, I've gotten to know about Turbo Babies, this program, and how vital the first 1,000 days of life are. I mean, really foundational for brain development, of course, lifelong success. How are you able to turn everyday moments and kind of inspire families to maybe look at these days as something different?
Sure. Well, think about this. We used to always say that a child's brain is in those first early years is a sponge. Well, it's really not. It's like a supercomputer. It's capturing data from everywhere in seconds, milliseconds. And it's looking and it's seeing and hearing not only what's happening in its environment around him, but it's hearing the people around them. It's listening to whether it's a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, a family member, all of which are critical to their growth, not only in education, but from a social networking perspective. So the importance of a Turbo Babies and the importance of that time frame is 80% of that child's brain is being developed during that period of time. We need to be able to nurture it, create an opportunities for them so that they can excel as they move forward with their lives.
Oh, well, unfortunately, we are out of time. I've got some important information, though, to give our audience. I mean, one for real, you were recently given Bosses for Babies designation. I can feel the passion that you have, and I, of course, see why. And then speaking of, also Bosses for Babies breakfast. If you want to learn more, it's October 1st from 8 to 10. There's the information on your screen. And then if you want to learn just about the Juvenile Welfare Board of Pinellas, well, there's their website and phone number. Of course, they're strengthening the lives of children and families in Pinellas County.